Good morning, dear students. We were studying the English grammar. Now we are going to start with the English literature. We have a Asherin book, and the first chapter that we have to study is the Swan Queen. The Swan Queen. Okay. Once upon a time, there lived an old man and an old woman. Every morning, they went out to a nearby forest to collect dry wood and leaves. The moment they left the house, a white swan would come flying there. She would remove her wings and put them aside. Then she would turn into a maid, light the fire, cook the dinner, clean and wash everything, and fly away. So, once upon a time, there was a very old man and a woman was there. So, there was an old couple, and they lived in a very poor area. And he was, every morning they used to get up and they go to the forest for collecting dry wood and leaves for so that may be the job that they are doing. They are collecting the wood and bringing and selling to the villages and living the money, making some money for their living. So that may be the job that they are doing. The moment they left the house, a white swan would come flying there. So, but every day when they are going out of their house and when they go to the forest, a white swan used to come to their house, and the swan is coming. You know the swan? Swan is a big bird, and it has got a very strong wings. Okay, so you are familiar with that, Hans, isn't it? So that is called as the swan. Okay, so such kind of a bird is there, and it was coming. And it is a story, so there is little exaggeration of things are given there. So in that they are saying that bird would come and it could remove the wings. So we know that we cannot, bird cannot remove its wings and keep it aside. So it is a story. So they say that the wings would be removed, and after that the swan will become like a girl, a beautiful girl. And she would become a maid. Maid means a servant, like the one who is doing the job of all the type of job in their house, such type of a servant, like of a person. So she used to become a maid, and she would do all the works in the house. So she would do the cleaning of the house and making food, light the fire, cook the dinner, clean and wash everything, and fly away. So in that home, whatever may be the job that they have to do, all the job will be completed by the this maid. And after that she would take up the wings back, and it would fly away. So that was the normal habit. The old people were very happy. They returned home each day to find everything done for them, but they wondered as to who their kind helper was. So they were very happy because all their works are getting done. So when they go, all the work will be completed, like cleaning of the house and making the food. And by the time they get evening, when they come back after their job, they will get tired. So by the time their food and all everything is very much ready, so there is no any kind of problems. All the works have been completed. So they felt very much happy about it. But once they wanted to know who is that person who is helping us. So they wanted to know about it. So one day the old man remained at home alone. He hid behind a tub and waited to see what would happen. So one day the man, he did not go to the forest, and so normally the lady she has gone, and both of them had just at the same time they just got out, and he remained in the house itself, and the swan did not know that he has not gone, and he was hiding inside the behind a tub and waited to see what would happen. After some time, the swan came flying in. She folded her wings and kept them aside. So after some time, the man saw that a swan is coming. A swan has come, and it removed its wings and kept on the sidewise. And after that, it changed it into a maid, and after that she started doing all the works. Then she turned into a maid and went to the well to fetch water. The old man at once took away her wings and burned them. This swan was doing all the help for this people, but these people did a very wrong thing to him. So they were very much crazy about, or they were very greedy about this, and they wanted to have this maid with them forever. So they know that this, if once they are coming and doing this one, but they did not love this swan and all, but they want. So what he did is that he took up the wings and burned it. Okay, he knew that once if the wings are removed, then this person is becoming, or this bird, the swan is changing into the maid, and once if the wings are not there, then this maid cannot turn into a swan and go back. So it will not go back. So that is why he took up this wings and burned it off. Okay. The maid returned with two pailfuls of water. She cooked food and did the other work. When she was ready to leave, she could not find her wings. She cried out badly. Now she would not be able to meet her mother, father, and her love. So now she came back. She did not notice that the wings has been disappeared, but she was doing all the works and completed everything, and it was time for her to go back. So at that time she searched for the wings and it was not able to find, and without the wings she cannot change it into swan and go back to his own family. So he had she has her father, mother, and loved one and all was there. So but she was unable to go, and she started crying. There was nothing she could do. She had to stay with the old people. So she had no any other way than just staying back, because without the wings she cannot go back to her own house. So she had to stay back with the old people, and she cannot. Now she became like a human being, and she cannot become a swan. Okay. One day, a king came hunting near the forest where they lived. He saw the maid and liked her well. He said to the old people, "I must have the maid. Give her to me, and you can have as many pieces of gold as you like." So one day, a king came nearby the forest where they were living, and he was coming for hunting, and on the way he saw this maid, and he liked this maid so much, and he wanted to get this maid. So then he asked with the farmer, or this person, old man, that I want to have this girl, and in return I will give you how much amount of money you want, or how much amount of gold coins and all can be given. Any number of any pieces of gold I will give you. So, but you should give me this maid. So earlier, like servants and all are there. So they are just like workers, like they are hiring people. So such a way it was there. So then he wanted to take this girl back. Okay. So she thought of this king has said like this, and the old people gave him the maid. The king brought her to his palace, and married her, and a son was born to them. And this king was so much happy about this girl, and then he asked for this girl, and the old people was ready to give this girl, because they felt that they are going to get a large number of coins, gold coins and all. And after getting this girl, then the king was very much happy, and this king married this girl, and after that they had a son also. Okay, so that is about the first part of the chapter. The remaining portion of this chapter we will study in the next class. Okay, thank you so much.